Vegan Moon, and I'm here to talk to you today about my FAQ and ask me anything. These questions have been sent to me over the past month, year and a half, and some of them I've answered personally, and others I forgot to answer completely. Not very many, but I apologize if I did forget to answer your question. So let's get to it. I'm going to try to not wiggle the camera too much as well after I get it situated. Okay, on Instagram, Hip Hip Hurrah said, "This is so amazing," referring to a progress pic, before and after pic. "Can I ask you when you started to lose the weight?" And I went vegan May 12th, excuse me, 2013, and within immediately I started losing weight. And the first week I think I lost, I don't remember, like 5 pounds probably. And then by the 5th week I had lost 17 pounds. So that's saying something. That's more than water weight. And then I pretty much plateaued there. Or no, then over the few more months I lost another 5 pounds. And then I plateaued. And overall the weight loss has been about 22 pounds. 22 to 25 pounds, and I've gone a little bit lower, had a little bit extra, and then gone up to where I'm at right now. So you will start to lose weight immediately on the raw tofu or raw vegan diet, as long as it's high carb and low fat. And then she also said, "Did you stay the same for a while and then lose weight? So excited for you. Thank you so much." And yeah, like I said, it did start immediately, did have some plateaus, but from since then until now, I've still lost fat and gained muscle, and since then I've actually lost 4 dress sizes. So, I think 4. Yeah, approximately 4, if you're going by the every 2 numbers. If you go by every number, I've lost 6. I've gone from 18-20 to 12-14 right now. And I have gotten down into very tight 10 as well. But generally I'm like 13-14 right now. And I was 18 pushing 20. So that says a lot more than the scale. Little Misfit. No, I'll group that. These are going to be all the weight loss questions. Wayudin Latif on Facebook. "You look so athletic. May you give me advice to lose weight fastly?" Well, the best thing you can do is go vegan immediately and keep it low fat. And the lower fat you have, the faster weight loss you'll have. If you do a starch solution program, he'll have you eat, I think it's 50% low-fat carbs like potatoes, rice, on one half of your plate. Half your plate is that. The other half is green and yellow vegetables. So leafy greens and roots and stuff like that on the other half. And peppers and, low-calorie veggies. So, and then when you're not losing as much weight, when you want to have steady weight loss but not as fast, you would go to, I think it's 60-40. 60% grain carbs like potatoes and rice, 40% green and yellow veggies. On raw tofu, you want to eat as much as you possibly can, and the weight loss will be a little bit slower, but it's worth it. And I will talk about that in my next question. Which is Melissa Lewis on Facebook. With losing weight, I'm getting extra skin on the belly. How do I get it to shrink? Well, with fast weight loss, it's harder to let your skin catch up to your weight loss. So you'd want to do it slow. I'd say half pound to a pound a week or less, or even maintaining if you're still building muscle and losing fat. So it's not as much about the number on the scale, like I said before. You want to track with pictures, measurements, so that you know different areas that you're getting success with. That's really important. Or dress sizes, that's another way. And how you look in the clothes at the different sizes. If they're tighter and looser, and also you'll start to notice like little things you can't measure, like your cheeks are getting skinnier, which will vary with your salt intake and water retention. Or like the saddlebag, or not saddlebag, or these batwings on your arms. They start to shrink, and then it's still a little dangly, but slowly but surely that it does start to recede back up. And if I pull the skin out, you can see a little bit better how big it used to be, but it's still starting to shrink up fairly nicely. It's hard to see. Anyways, so that's one thing. Stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, eat a lot of high water food like fruits and vegetables. Also, you can use skin tightening products, like grapefruit is good for that, grapefruit essential oil. doTERRA has a blend called Slim and Sassy, which is really good to rub on those saggier skin parts, and it does help tighten it. Also, the It Works wraps have been very successful at helping girls lose that belly pooch, because it's a belly wrap. And it does have some chemicals in it that I don't really recommend, but it's really great at really detoxing that fat and tightening the skin. So, use it a few times, but maybe not use it constantly. I don't know. That's up to you and your decision on how pure and untoxic your body is going to be. But seems to work really well. So, and I used to sell those. My sister used to sell those, but we don't do that anymore, just because we don't. And let's see. That crazy vegan lady on Instagram. How long did your weight loss take? Well, it's been a few months, basically, for the initial weight loss. And then since then, in the past year and a half or so, it's been progressively shrinking, but not exactly losing weight. I've gone up and down a little bit and stayed around the same weight. So that's part of my genetic set point, probably, for my natural weight, because I've been overweight for so long. But I am turning fat into muscle and getting into smaller sizes. And I can feel my fat is not as full. Like the parts, when you squeeze your fat, you can feel, and like when they do fat caliper measures to determine body fat percentage, you pinch it basically, here I'll show you, off the skin, and you can see how full it is, basically. And you can see this, that's what my arm was, and it's all like squishy empty. Now that's really gross looking. But then look at it like this, and it's not even that huge. You can see it more that way. That's pretty weird looking. Anyways, so yeah, it's a process, and if you want it to last a long time, you should be patient. A lot of people are like, how long does it take? I want fast weight loss. If you want it to stay around for your life, I would just don't rush it. Focus on health, focus on feeling good, focus on getting into smaller sizes, and just being healthy overall. She also asks, are you 80-10-10 or raw till 4? And I am both, kind of. I'm raw till 4, but I do try to adhere to the 80% carb, 10% fat, 10% protein. But sometimes it's more like 95, 2.5, or 95.5. Or some days it's like 70, 15, 15. So I really do try to go as low fat as possible, towards the under 10% at least. And I try to do that every day as much as possible. Though it does help to track your calories in the beginning, especially when you're not sure about how much fat and carbs are in things. But after a while, you do start to get used to it and understand a little bit better about how much is in everything. You don't have to be so diligent about tracking. I'm running out of time. Okay, I guess I'll move on to the recipe questions. Megan Elizabeth Taylor said, I love reading your posts and thinking about going vegan. If you know of any good recipes. Well, I'm pretty basic. I make really easy stuff, but my best advice is to Google vegan recipes and look on vegan recipe websites for the foods you already like to eat. So you can veganize pretty much anything, but if you want to lose weight with it at the same time, then you want to look on like 30 bananas a day and just search the forums for an ingredient that you want to eat, like banana and dates or something like that, and you can find tons of smoothie recipes there. Also, there's so many, and I'm blanking. I should have prepared more for that. Maybe I'll make that in the next video. I think I'm going to have to cut this short and make another video. So many blessings of love and abundance. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in part 2 for the FAQ. Thank you.